What's up, guys? It is HQAvenger, and as you can see, we're taking a look at the 2015 Phillies draft. So our first round pick, Tommy Jung, was a stud, 96 potential left-handed starting pitcher. He is only 20 years old, and just a look at some of the other prospects that we have drafted this year. We're not going to be signing the last two on the list just because I don't think they're going to amount to enough to sign them. And a few days before the deadline, I'm sorry about the video quality here. I'm not sure what happened to it. But Jonathan Papelbon, the deal is happening. We're trading him and Steven Shackelford, basically just a guy to make it work. But we're trading for Nick Hundley, Ryan McMahon, and Dom Nunez of the Rockies. And you can check out the trade evaluation in the description to find out why I did this deal. Won't spend too much time talking about it. So we're going to be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in a 2-game interleague set. We are 34 and 66. They are also under 500 at 46 and 54. Just a look at the lineup here. Ryan Howard is your DH because it is an interleague matchup. We're going to be facing off against Aaron Sanchez. The Blue Jays' best pitcher has been pretty good so far. Not getting the offensive support he would need to have a winning record, but still pitching fairly well with a relatively low ERA. So Ben Revere leading things off for the Phillies, and he would come through with a leadoff base hit, and with his speed, that one did not get to the wall, but he will pull into second easily with that kind of speed. And Blue Jays lineup right here for you, and a look at who we have on the mound today. We have Cole Hamels, obviously very close to the trade deadline at this point. This could possibly be his last start as a Philadelphia Philly, of course. So going to be interesting to see what happens with that situation in the coming days or the coming hours, whichever it happens to be. And facing off against Edwin Encarnacion to lead the bottom of the second off, and that one is launched. That one is a no doubt home run, and the Blue Jays jump on the board early. But Michael Franco comes up here in the fourth inning, and that is a double play. Had runners in scoring position, but not able to come through. Tom Brown gonna come up. That one is going into the gap. Darren Ruff is on first, and he is on his horse. He's going to come around and score all the way from first base. Not a fast guy, but was working it that time. Russell Martin there not able to handle the throw, and that would bring up Cody Ashley with the run on third, and he would hit that one into the gap, and that would score Don Brown after his triple. So Cody Ashley comes through, scoring a run for the Phillies, actually getting an RBI. And so the Blue Jays would turn to Miguel Castro to try to get them out of this one, and so the Phillies would have Chase Utley up with the bases loaded, top of the seventh, a slim one-run lead, and he would have that one deep. And that one is a no-doubter. That is a grand slam off the wall, and the Phillies would then turn to Luis Garcia, who has pitched pretty well so far the Phillies in a bullpen role in middle relief, and he's in the bottom of the seventh, and he would strike the batter out. Later in the bottom ninth, the Phillies get into some trouble and would allow a run to come in and would leave runners on the corners. So Phillies in a bit of a close one here, and David Buchanan again would allow another run in relief. So Phillies need to get things together if they're going to hold on to the lead. And Justin DeFreitas, the new closer, assuming the Jonathan Papelbon's duties, would make the runners ground into a double play, and that would be it for the ball game. So Cole Hamels could have made his last start here for the Phillies, went 6 strong, 1 earned, and that would be it. So Chase Utley, obviously player of the game with a grand slam. Justin DeFreitas picked up his second save of the season in this first game of the 2-game set as the Phillies' new closer. A couple of players on the Phillies had multi-hit games, and now we're going to be heading into game 2, where we will be taking on the Blue Jays once again in this one. So taking a look at the Phillies lineup in this one, Darren Ruff DH today, him and Ryan Howard swapping duties today, so he'll be at first base today. And the Blue Jays will be pitching the veteran left-hander Mark Burley, 10-7 record, 3.72 ERA, so having a pretty good season so far. Good strikeouts, bunch of innings logged as usual, as he is a workhorse for whoever he is pitching for. So Ryan Howard up with a runner in scoring position, and he would make a single there, but the right fielder cannot handle it, and a run would score, as Russell Martin could not handle the throw. Unlikely of him to do that because he is one of the better catchers in the game. So taking a look at the Blue Jays lineup, nothing really has changed since yesterday. On the mound for us today is Aaron Harang, and in the bottom of the first, he would get Devin Travis to strike out. He was leading off the game for the Blue Jays, and now Josh Donaldson comes up bottom of the second. Phillies have a 1-run lead, and he would strike him out as well. So a good start today from him, but he comes up in the bottom of the third and with a runner in scoring position, and that one would be blooped in there. A run would score on the play, would leave runners on first and third. Now in the bottom of the third, Harang on the mound still, and Donaldson would hit that one single into left field. That would also score a run. So the Blue Jays scoring runs early and getting an early lead here. So 2-run lead for the Blue Jays. Don Brown would ground to second, and he would throw on the first, so could not take advantage of a scoring situation there. And in the bottom of the fourth, there would be 2 outs, but they would have a base hit right down center field, and throw would be there, but he would be safe. Danny Valencia scoring on that play was a close play at the plate, but the umpire ruled safe, so they would get a single right down the left field line, and that would bring another run. And so they are running away with this game, and the Phillies are really going to have to do something if they're going to want to stay in this one. But Edwin Encarnacion, that will be a 3-run homer, and this is just spiraling out of control in the 4th inning. They would keep tagging on runs. That is Russell Martin with the gapper. A runner would score on the play, and Harang, who is usually pretty consistent, a veteran starter on the team, he would allow a bunch of runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, would finally get out of it, striking out Brett Lawrie. Excuse me, not Brett Lawrie, he plays for Oakland. Forgot about that for a second there. And so we would really get blown out on that one, 4-9 loss, and a couple Phillies with multi-hit games, but would not be enough as Harang struggled in the 4th inning. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates, and I will see you guys next time.